How's everyone tonight? We're all doing well. A little late tonight, but we got the Wild and Avalanche going here. Wild got a 1-0 lead in the first. And here we are. Colorado is currently on the power play. Ooh, Muir scored there. Won't be doing too much commentary tonight. I don't know a lot of these players, so I'll have to learn a lot of them. It's nice to see a non-North game, though. Did catch the tail end of my Flames losing in overtime, but they got the point. Got 3 out of a possible 4 points against Toronto. That's pretty good. Much better than what we did against Edmonton, so. Alright, Colorado's got it in their own zone. They're going to send it up. Well, he held the line. Colorado gets a shot. Goes wide, and I believe it's Susan net. Probably held it. 27's Graves. That's all the way down. That's going to be icing against Colorado. So 15:46 remaining. Face off deep in Colorado zone. Graves, Connor. Minnesota gets a quick shot after winning the draw. Colorado will now bring it out. Held behind the net by Minnesota, who chips it up. They get it to the line. Looks like McKinnon's going to steal that. And now he's going to take the puck over center. Drives the net. Colorado tries a toe drag around. That's going to be a penalty. McCarr is the one who tried the toe drag. It didn't work, but I believe someone hooked McKinnon earlier. So that was the penalty, and Colorado's going to go back to the power play. Matt Zuccarello. 2 minutes for hockey. Mats, he must be probably Swedish guy. Got a stick right underneath McKinnon's arm there. But they do win the face-off. They are not able to clear though. McKinnon pinches it at the line. Now McKinnon's working it back and forth with the man behind the net. They bring it out front, try to bring it back to McKinnon, but it's behind him. Pass across. Shot in front. Oh, great save. Puck is still loose. They're still fighting for it. Now it looks like the goalie has got it. Rantanen was right on the doorstep. 96 Rantanen. And 92 Landeskog. Okay. 20 Sutter. Nick Bonino there. 13. Bonino went right into the crease behind his goal. He was going to block it with everything he had. So minute 39 left in the power play, and Colorado's going to win the draw. And it's going to shoot it all the way around. It's going to come outside their own zone. Taking their time, passing it back. McKinnon's going to come in the zone with a full head of steam. Drops it off for... oh man. Quick rebound and they almost buried it. Back to the line. McCarr to McKinnon. Shot, and that's going to be held on. one by Colorado, back to Makar. Makar swings it across. They work behind the net. Back to McKinnon. And it's going to come all the way out. Who's the other goaltender? Kakkonen. Kaapo Kakkonen. That's using it. Kaapo Kakkonen. He's making some great saves. Alright. It's still a McKinnon line out there. And he's got the puck most of the time. Ratnan's going to swing it to the point now. And he misses it as it comes back in. And still Colorado's controlling. I do like these jerseys. Gets tipped out by Minnesota with 6 seconds left. That's going to end this power play. Colorado takes one more wind up at it. And takes a shot. It's going to go wide and up into the netting. So it looks like so far the second period, Colorado is doing well, controlling the play. We're off to a commercial break. Ian Fligno. There's some good names on this one. Hey, how's it going? We're just in a commercial right now. 13:10. Remaining 1-0 Wild. Just looking at the rosters here. Nazem Kadri there, 91. I remember. Scott McKinnon, Cale Makar. Going in. Brandon Saad. Just gotta learn all their numbers. I mean, they're really a good team. Avalanche, and so far Minnesota's holding it to them. Alright, Avs win the face-off. Quick shot, and it's going to be gobbled up again. Kakkonen will hold on. 4 face-off. Halfway through the second still. Anaheim is up 1-0 over Arizona now. LA and St. Louis are still scoreless. Alright. Looks like Minnesota will break out. They send it down low behind their own net. Or behind the Colorado net. Now Colorado with a long stretch pass. Breaks across the blue line to the center. Back across and they score. Quick tic-tac-toe, and just like that, Avs are back in it. Tie game. Number 37, we'll see who that is. He was the trailer, third man in, Taves, looks like Comfer. Comfer's got it. Barakowski's 95. And just like that, is a 1-1 game. The American feed I'm having doesn't have shots like the one I usually watch, but the Wild actually still haven't got a shot this period. But the Avs have 17, so, and they are pressing again. 12:25 remaining. Minnesota now finally has some zone presence. They're going to pass it around. They're working it around the outside. But Colorado will break that up. And it is the McKinnon line again. McKinnon was almost wide open. He slams his stick. He knows he could have had that goal there. But now Minnesota is controlling. Sutter is going to pass it up. Or Suter. Might be Suter because there's only one team. But Minnesota tries a quick move at the line, but he'll get stuffed, so Colorado will come back in their own zone and recover. Still chopping at it. Finally, Colorado gets it as far as center. Minnesota backhands it at their own line, and Colorado finally gets it in deep. Minnesota's still got it though, down below their own goal line. 10:56. Colorado's just got them pinned in. They're making another attempt to get out of their zone. They get as far as this center this time. I don't know. They might have just been on the good side of center, so that won't be icing. They're now challenging down in the corner and can have control. They fan on his point shot, a spin and a shot from the slot. It gets knocked down, and Colorado will recover. Quick lead pass, and Calvert is going to chase it down. A nice dive by Minnesota to knock the puck out across the line. Colorado will have to regroup. They're going to come in again. And now Minnesota has managed to get off their stick. They're going to chop it up and out of the zone. Halfway point. 10 minutes. That's why I have it on the screen. Let me move the whole thing here. Oh, sorry. I can definitely try and turn up my mic. I do need a new mic. How are you doing tonight? It's good to do another game besides a North Division. I got my team, of course. Lost. But let's see what I can do. I don't know. There we go. Hopefully that's a little better. Oh, mic boost. I'm gonna have to go back to this way just so I can see chat. Yeah, I just got off work late. I got home just in time to watch the last 5 minutes. I think right now, in this game, Colorado's definitely looking the better in the second period. I like the way in the other one how Calgary has looked in the last 2 games. Much better. I think that spanking to Edmonton might have actually woke them up a little bit. And I will definitely take 3 out of 4 points against Toronto. But there's lots of game left here. I didn't see the first period because, of course, got home just enough. I got home to see the last 6 minutes of the Flames game, so I saw all the scoring. But some better than others. That was definitely a nice tic-tac-toe goal for Colorado. Oh, Colorado, almost chipped it in there. Oh, there. It's going to go all the way down, but not far enough for icing. Oh, and for that poll thing, I looked into doing a YouTube poll, and you can't do those unless you have 1,000 subscribers. So, be a little while on one of those. But I did want to do a poll for, of course. But I can, when I do videos, I can add polls in cards when I post the YouTube videos, at least. So during my power rankings and stuff. But I'm not sure I can do that during live. I don't know. I'll have to look more into that. Minnesota. Oh, I was going to say they're starting to control the zone, but they tried to get it across the line and it goes off a Colorado player and out. Oh, Colorado was only able to change one person though, so. Landeskog has currently been on the ice for a minute and 28. It's probably due for a change. And Minnesota still pins it in, but the goalie will make a save. Philip Grubauer. So Makar made a nice move, and then he almost backhanded in. Very close. He wants to watch it. That's definitely something didn't have when I was growing up playing hockey. We'll just finish the shift. Oh, let me grab the. Oh yeah, I see what I did wrong. That must be nice. Of course, I never played at any close to professional league either. I only played, as most people do, quit after high school. Minnesota shot tipped, but goes wide. Ooh, nice move. He dodged a check there. And the Minnesota scores. I think Parise may have tipped that in. They picked up puck up right away. So, yeah, maybe Dumba. He called for it. That's my goal. I think Dumba. I just saw him mouth. That's my goal. It's either that or Parise. But regardless of who got it, it is now 2-1. Yeah, it looks like it. Sometimes I think favoritism gets into it a little bit. I try not to, but some are just better. And as I may have said before, one of my best friends was a big Penguins fan. So when Mario and a young Yager were stomping, I watched a lot of those. And as I say, probably a little bit of memories. Whoa. Yeah, that's going to be a tripping penalty. So that is not good for Colorado. This game, from what I've seen, seems to be going like one way and then the other. Tripping. 7:01 remaining, and power play for the Wild this time. There is no doubt of that one there. You can't argue that. He looked up to the sky, but I think he was just pissed at himself. Minnesota guy will get kicked out of the face-off circle. Nebraska looks like. And Colorado will win it and send it all the way down the ice. Koppel will stop. Sutter will take it. Oh, and Colorado steals the puck, but he had 4 men there. He wasn't going anywhere. Oh, Nikushkin. And it may have been a little knee on knee. Oh, looks like 2 minutes hooking, and just like that, power play is over. So we're looking at some 4-on-4 action. Yeah. Oh yeah. I thought they were looking at the hit afterwards, and it was a hook just before the clear. So we got 4-on-4 for 1:41. 6:42. Yeah, you're exactly right. Like that game last night, that was watching the Oilers come back. I like a comeback. I'm a sucker for an underdog. Alright. Makar's got it. And he's holding it in the Minnesota zone, but as he makes his way to the end, he gets harassed by can't quite see his name there. But Makar will take it again. Drops it. McKinnon with a quick 1-2 and shoots. It gets tipped before it gets to the net. And now Minnesota's got 3 men coming out. A 3-on-2. They try to get way too fancy. They try and pass behind their back. Makar easily intercepts that, but they do steal the puck back. Send it back out to the point, and they can't hold the zone, so they're going to have to regroup. 46 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Minnesota's just buzzing right now. They're circling the net, but they're not getting any shots. Passing, controlling the zone on this 4-on-4, but they try and work it out from behind. Nobody saw that pass, including the Minnesota guys. So they're going to have to regroup again. They're still controlling the zone. Oh, wow, somebody snuck right through the middle, but they couldn't get the puck to him. That's Zuccarello. Was sneaking right through the middle. Minnesota has been dominating this 4-on-4, but now Colorado's got a 20-second power play. But, oh, wow! The puck is still loose. Oh, but the whistle was blown. The whistle was blown. They may have to look at this. It's a good thing the whistle was blown. He did a wraparound, and I don't know. It looked very close. Nope. Nope. Groove had his glove down. That's not in. Yeah, right on the goal line. Beauty save. It's a beauty save. And very important, they couldn't allow a shorthanded goal. Yeah. Yeah, back and forth. Well, at least we're suckers for teams that like to give up leads and come from behind in the third. We definitely chose teams that suit our style because we choose teams that are not sure winners. Oh, there we go. Minnesota scored again, and that was shorthanded. That was still on the Colorado power play. They won that face-off, and wow. All of a sudden, the boring first period. Well, it's because we weren't watching, right? The first period, they were saving it, waiting for us. Here we are, and Hartman sends it out front, and Foligno finishes it off. And Dumba's on the ice again. I wonder if he won that face-off. I like Dumba. He's a good, solid player. I'd like to have a good gritty, like skilled like guy like that. I'm glad we do have like Kachuk. Like you always got to have a guy that's not afraid. Even again, he's a little smaller too. All right, Colorado now has the zone. Oh, quick shot. They're trying to get it back. It's so weird where I don't know what I'm streaming from. Obviously, it's from some American channel, but it's very weird. They just have the time and the goals. So if I want to see shots or anything, I have to go to like an exterior site where normally I watch on CBC and stuff, and they always have shots up there. All right, Zuccarello's going to chase it down again. They've got it behind the net. Colorado headman pass. They get a tip on the center, so it will not be icing. It's just being chopped at in center ice. Oh, Minnesota with a fortuitous bounce. Oh, and that beat Grubauer but missed the net. He seems a bit off right now, and he just let in 2 quick goals, so he's going to need to feel the puck, I think, a couple times. It always happens, you know. Goaltending is a very mental game. I could never do it. I remember, again, I'm showing my age, but when we were kids, it was like the punishment position. It was before really, I think Patrick Waugh, who came out after I had already had my goaltending experience. He was just starting to play when I was playing my little league and stuff. So I think he's the first, and then Martin Brodeur. Like that's when goaltending actually became cool, and actual skilled players would start to do it. It seemed, but up till then it was like a punishment. And I remember I had to play it one time, and it's just such a different position and a different mindset. And I've always admired goalies because it's insane. The reaction speed and stuff you need, it's crazy. All smiles in Minnesota. 2:27, and they're going to do a commercial break. Oh, Anaheim is now up 2-0. Can the Ducks actually turn this around? Do you think so? They're 6-10-3. The Ducks have notoriously had slow starts. Up to the last 2 years, you would have been like, you wouldn't have cared about this. You'd be like, the Ducks are coming back, no problem. But the last 2 seasons have not been that way. LA St. Louis is still 0-0. Yeah, that's the other thing, the cost of it. Like there was always at the age that I tried goaltending, I didn't give it a fair shake, but it's like I think it was what we call peewees. I don't know what they call it now, but it was probably when I was 10 to 12, and there was like a set. Yeah, I'm not bad with the hand eye. I think my problem, well, again, I was really young, was not reading plays, not knowing what was happening, and just I'd be like, oh, he's gonna do this, and I'd like sprawl out to like thinking in my head, I'm gonna make this amazing save, and then like I'm flopping around on the ice, and like he walks around and puts it in the net right, like ridiculously. And I never got the chance to play again. And as you said, I of course never had pads after that. That was just because I was so young. There was like a team pair, or it might even have been a league pair, just to try and get kids that age into it. Looks like the Ducks just scored again, so they're up 3-0 now. All right, we're back here too. So Colorado wins their McKinnon just throws it towards the net. Couple chops, but nothing doing. Minnesota's gonna Send it all the way out. Again, Colorado sends it off their own man while trying to clear the zone. Last time that led to a Minnesota opportunity. Colorado's looking to put a little push back here. A minute and a half, or a minute and 49 remaining still. A bit more than a minute and a half. Makar, Headman, all the way down. Minnesota is gonna try and clear it out. And they will go, that's not gonna be enough for icing, so Graves will take it behind his own net. Sends it up. Colorado Center's great save. Great save on that opportunity. Colorado's now with a minute 7 putting on some good pressure. Coming out to the point. I think that's Renton. Oh, that's got to be a penalty. No, that's not a penalty. Minnesota's pretty incensed because they like his stick got chopped and it's broken, so he lost his stick, but there's no penalty. I can understand that, but they do manage to clear. 34 seconds left. Colorado tried to push the clearing attempt, so Minnesota walks right back in, but they will shoot wide. It's going to go up, off the glass, and out of play. Oh, I don't know. Now that you see, I'm glad the refs are making the calls, not me, because I might have thought that was a penalty, but the reason his stick broke was clearly his own fault. Minnesota wins it and gets a quick shot off the draw. Another quick shot from an angle, and Grubauer is going to hold on to it. Yeah, I do like these Colorado jerseys too. That's I think the Colorado seal, I think, right? The state seal, or is that just a logo? No, that's definitely the flag. And I know I said that in the video too. I love when teams put the flag of their state on their shoulder like that. I definitely wish more teams would do that. I think the Oilers jersey would look great with it, just as an example. The Canucks, I love that. I love the BC flag. That's where I'm originally from. It's like a sun, big rising sun with an ocean and everything. It's a really nice flag. There might be problems in places like Pennsylvania, where Pittsburgh and Philadelphia are like, we don't want any parts of our uniforms to look like the other team's uniform. The hatred runs deep. But I guess Calgary and Alberta and Edmonton, I think they'd both be alright. That's going to end the period there. That will end the period. NT. Second NT. I think we should switch over to the Los Angeles game, because the NHL was actually smart enough to not have games on at the same time. It's so rare that they do that. Lafreniere has definitely surprised me. I thought, it seems like the last couple of years, every time they say this person is going to be amazing, they have been. Like, I think Laine, Matthews, obviously McDavid, like, they've been right, and that kind of the same aura was put around Lafreniere, and he's really definitely struggled. So that was a surprise for the negative. Höglander for the Canucks has been, I think, a pleasant surprise that I don't think anyone saw coming.
It was a good hit on Scandella.
Very loud. Alright, we got 4-on-4 action here in LA. Whoa. Stutzel? Yeah, Stutzel in Ottawa. Again, I wish my full-time job was to watch hockey. Then I could be like, yes, I know all the players and all the divisions. But this is nice again tonight to watch these games that are not North divisions. But my surprises and stuff are definitely limited to what I am watching. St. Louis is applying some good pressure. Gets knocked out of the zone though. What's your favorite logo? Or even top three? What would you think your top three logos would be? With trying not to put the Pens number one. I knew the Flames wouldn't be one. I'm surprised the Leafs were one because I don't really like the Leafs, and I didn't. But once I was like, found out more about the logo and stuff, I'm like, well, this is amazing that they've done all this. Nice. That sounds like a good deal. Drew Doughty. There's another Kachuk / all those guys, right? Sometimes I forget about him. He's great at that. Man, you hate that guy, but you'd like him if he's on your team. Marchand, those guys for sure. Sandpaper guys. Kessel used to be that. Is he even still a thing? After he kind of, I loved the story that he got like chased out of Toronto and then went over to Pittsburgh and won a couple cups. But after that, kind of, where did he go? Arizona, right? And kind of dropped off. I don't even know. Is he still around? Let's look him up. It's funny, his picture on Wikipedia and stuff is in the Pittsburgh still. Current team, Arizona Coyotes. Yep. Yeah. How about that's a surprise? Drop off. Oh, they're showing highlights of the Parise tipped that for sure. That must have been important. No, they went right away to pick up that puck. Showing that Foligno goal again. They're going to want that back. Oh, the guy who was supposed to take the guy that scored ran into the linesman. Kadri, not Nazem Kadri, ran into the ref. The ref basically did a pick play. That's hilarious. I didn't notice that in the original play. I'm watching Altitude Sports. That may be why. That may be why it's so weird. The layout. It's probably like a Colorado only. Top one, Blue Jackets, Red Wings. Wow. Yeah, the Blackhawks definitely. I've always loved that. And the Red Wings, you can't see how you change it. The Blue Jackets, I like. The B is a neat thing that they had, but I just don't. As I said, I have to give it to ignorance that I don't understand it. But I like the colors. Awesome. We do the polls the old-fashioned way. Let's see what Phil Kessel's stats are this year. 21, 20. Yeah, he's played 18 games. He does have 12 points. 12 points in 18 games. All right. He hasn't disappeared. All right. All right. That's pretty decent still. You got to give it to him. He is a -7 though. Still the thrill. Yes. Yes, exactly. If they had the cannon, number one. No, pretty close. That thing is so um, ominous, even just on TV, like hearing it on TV. I can't even imagine what it would be like in real life. That thing would shake you. Like it sounds remarkably louder than fireworks, and I mean we've all probably heard fireworks in an arena, and that's can be pretty damn loud already. Kings with a shot wide. St. Louis has beaten LA 15-7 on the shot count. Oh, St. Louis. Oh, big shot, big opportunity, but big save. Must be a lot of that. Forcing it to the line. 10.5 minutes left. It's weird how some arenas, like you don't see it in Canada, I don't think. Like we have those four in the middle, but having that Honda and they like the Jagermeister in the corner, that's weird. That's not actually there though, I don't think, right? I think those ones in the corner the Jagermeister is. But I don't think the Honda's actually there, right? That probably changes. And it doesn't look like there's any snow on it. It looks like it's all digital. Overlay. But the Equifax and stuff. Yeah, yeah, there it just changed to Boston and New York next Sunday. So that's a league thing. Oh, there you go. LA with a lucky bounce. And they will take a 1-0 lead. And that's that Drew Doughty. He's barking. Toothless one. The toothless one. We have it's just called Canada Day, but it's like July 1st, so just 3 days before yours. That's why you definitely don't notice because it's on the same weekend, and ours is definitely not nearly as big a deal because we didn't fight a war to get our independence or anything. We kind of like it's ridiculous. We only actually signed the agreement to get our independence. I think I want to say the 80s or something like. It's definitely it's not as big a deal here. Officially, I think we've been a country for like 225 years, but it's weird. We didn't have a disconnect like you guys did. It was slow, slow, slow. Like even we still put the Queen on our money. We have a Governor General, which in the olden days, like everything would have had to be passed through the Governor General, who would talk to the Queen. But now it's just like someone basically gets paid to do nothing, job. Kind of ridiculous. Lots of ridiculous things. Politics in every country is ridiculous. Your country is just probably the best documented, and the two sides. Ours is close behind. You just don't see it because you guys don't watch our shows like we watch your shows because your shows are much higher quality production-wise, and obviously when you pay the most money you get the best actors and all that stuff too. So we usually watch a lot of your shows, so we watch a lot of your news. But our conservatives are just like your Republicans, and our liberals are just like your Democrats, and they fight and act like children just like everyone else. We technically have a third national option called the NDP. They're supposed to be more, well, originally the Liberals were more central, but they're so left now too. Everyone, there's no central really. That was originally the idea, but now it's basically a left, a mid-left, and a right. What a boring history lesson. But I mean, some parts of our country are so backwards. Like we still have a place, one of our, it would be considered like a state for you guys. Is called the Northwest Territories. Like it doesn't, like they're just territories that are in the northwest part of us. Like it's so ridiculous. They don't even have names or anything. And that's like one of the. We have three territories. That's one of the territories. There's also the Yukon Territory and Nunavut, which was originally part of the Northwest Territories, but was kind of given to the Inuits, which are often shown as Eskimos, but that's their actual name, is the Inuit, and it was a large part of their land, so kind of gave it back to them. So I like that name a lot better, even though it's almost impossible to pronounce, and sounds like you're saying none of it, but at least it's a name, not just like Northwest Territories. It's like you guys calling Alaska the barren wilderness instead of calling Alaska just. I like Alaska a lot. I like to leave myself right in the center. Yeah, a libertarian. I like that stance. I totally do. I like Alaska though, as I say. I used to live really close to the Panhandle, which I have to give it to you, Americans, was one of the greatest scams you ever pulled off. But the Panhandle of Alaska, where you're like, we'll take all the coastline down BC, down quite a bit, but it worked out to my advantage because where I grew up was only about an hour and a half from the very bottom of that Panhandle, and so I was able to go up and buy all the illegal stuff in Canada, like fireworks and stuff like that. Were you in Canada? We can buy like all the lame fireworks, like Roman candles and yeah, exactly. No, that was one of the greatest deals ever. I don't know why Russia stole it. I don't or sold it. I don't even know how Russia originally had it as a claim. It was a great score for you. And that's the same for us in the Yukon, right? Which is right beside Alaska. It borders Alaska. And for the longest time, it was seen as useless. Now there's tons of diamond mines up there too. Diamond mines, gold, and oil. Like, huh, I guess this is kind of useful. This barren shit up here. But yeah, we have all the lame fireworks, so we go up there and get the actual firecrackers and stuff like that. And you could also go to they had like gun ranges where you could shoot Uzis and all this like uber American stuff. It's great. It's called a city called Hyderized, and there used to be Hyder, Alaska. There was a thing called getting Hyderized, and you'd have to take a shot at Everclear. Oh, that's some alcohol, that is. Alright, I should check back on the Colorado game. No, it still says commercial in progress. I like it. I love having this other game going on. Oh, they still up 1-0. I will have to look more into that. No, I do not know that. I think America's got to be careful with. Didn't they just? I'm try not to follow too much, but it sounds like half of Oklahoma was given back to natives because of some sort of mismanagement of how they took the land or something, and that just seems like a slippery slope. Because I was like, and how did you get Hawaii again? The sugar, yeah, it's I remember reading a bit more about that, and that also was very dicey. So, at what point are you gonna stop giving land back, or I don't know. Slippery slopes. $6.42 remaining here in the second. Yeah, I can see myself watching a Louisiana Purchase history lesson here after this. $18 per square mile. Oh, wow. I mean, I know money was worth a little more then, but still, that's ridiculous. Yeah. Whew. Looks like LA's really having some good zone time right now. St. Louis is on their heels a bit. Oh, damn it. I meant to click on that and I shot that stupid thing. Alright. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, there we are. We are back.
So they've got to do something they haven't done in.
They haven't done in a while, probably, which is complete a comeback. Colorado is usually winning. But I mean, didn't they lose? They won the Tahoe game, but then they lost 3-0 the next game. They've only scored one goal this game. That is a bit weird for Colorado. That's very low scoring. What are they? They're looking at the time clock already. It said 1951. Now it's back to 1957. I guess there was something that happened that took 3 seconds. McKinnon's got blood on the tip of his nose. He's gonna take the face off though. He loses it. Sutter will keep it in, sends it down low. McCarr will send it up to Renton. Or sorry, Landeskog. Landeskog gives it off to McKinnon. Now Foligno will backhand it up. All the way around. Gruby will stop it behind the net. It says Gruby on this helmet. I don't know if that's supposed to be Grubby or Gruby or... I like Dallas, what says Gudobin is Gudobin, and he's got Dobby on his. I like that. I like Harry Potter. Alright, Colorado's going to break in the zone. Trying a bad angle shot, but it's going to come all the way back to the point. Yeah, so it's pressuring. Oh, he tips it up against the wards, and he's off to the races. He had a all the way to the net. He tried to fake off the pass, but he took the shot. I think he's hit the side of the net there. It goes up high. Colorado controls. It's Kadri receives the back pass off the wall, gets as far as center, sends it all the way down, and Minnesota intercepts. They will take it back across the blue line. Quick hack by Colorado, pops this puck free, and they come down the side, take a shot, and that is held. Nikushkin. I love some of these names. It does. Though the last game was, I would say, Fleury. Fleury seemed like he was on fire. Weren't getting any past him. Going all the way down. Graves touches it, pricing. 18-11, and it seems like we've already had like 4 whistles, 5 whistles. We'll say it says Grubby. Grubby is not a good name, I wouldn't think. Some people embrace names like that, though. Landeskog's going to take the face off. And ref gives him a warning. A second warning. And he finally drops the puck. It's chopped around a bit. And finally Colorado will come away with it. And he's going to get tripped. And that will bring up a Colorado power play. This could just be what they need. I believe this is very similar to how last night went. Oilers were down 3-1. It was about this time in that period that the Oilers got their first strike, and I believe it was a power play marker by Haas. No, Cahoon, not Cocoon, Cahoon. Alright, the Wild win it and send it all the way down the ice. Not really. They, like, Sniper would be tossed around to a lot of people, but it seems that one stuck around for a while, but that was only because I had a good couple hot streaks, but no, not really. It's a name like Shane, it doesn't just have like that nickname flow to it. It's like a one-syllable name, it doesn't really get shortened from that. I guess if I played now it would be Shaner. They seem to add to everyone, eh? Colorado controlling the puck. It's right in the mouth of the crease, but it does come loose. They bring it right to the zone. It's going to be close, but they call it onside. Colorado still controlling, cycling it into the center. Quick shot, and they score. It's Kadri. Nazem Kadri makes up 4, getting picked by the referee on Minnesota's 3rd goal, and we are definitely seeing flashbacks of what happened last night as Colorado has clawed back to within 1. Now, the only thing is they're gonna probably take their time and look at that entry again to see if they held the line, because it did look fairly close. Look, I'm sure they'll do it pretty quick. Looks like they are going to get set, so they're not going to challenge it. So their puck is dropped. We are officially a good goal. Yeah. Oh, Colorado's pressing again. Loose puck in the crease, but it will get covered. Yeah, is yours actually Xavier? Because if that wouldn't be very easy to nickname either. Yeah. Yeah. I always wondered about the flurry flower because I guess fleur is flower. I didn't know about the E, I guess. But in Canada, we're a bilingual country, so we have to take French till like grade 10. But it's probably like a lot of Americans have to take Spanish and don't really actually speak Spanish. Javier or Schmee. Nice. Colorado has got it still in the zone. I don't know. It looks like Minnesota's breaking out now, but no, Colorado got it right back. It looks like Colorado's skating at about a 5, and Minnesota at about 3 right now. It just seems they're winning the puck battles. It's like the ice tilts it, just like it did earlier when Minnesota took all the momentum. This Landeskog, Rantanen, McKinnon line is just putting lots of pressure. Oh, they almost stole it again, and Minnesota cleared it. Looked like up into their bench, but it comes out, and they'll send it right back in. Minnesota will finally control. All the way down now. Colorado again, right back out. They send it in, and they beat them. They beat Minnesota to the puck. 2 men, and then they win the puck battle and get it out, get a quick shot. Minnesota gets the rebound, gets as far as the blue line, and Colorado takes over again. Sends it right back down. And again, Sutter's there, but the Colorado guy's right on his heels. They make that pass, there's a guy right on him. They break through the zone, there's guys on both guys. And Colorado is going to control it here. Oh, he slipped. And yeah, now Colorado's got 2 men coming out, a 2-on-1. And he's going to take the shot, save, puck is up, and looks like it went out of place, so they'll have a face-off. Oh yeah, thanks Mike. The 4th period. It's a great period to have. OT, we don't need any more OT. Calgary lost an OT. I thought this at the beginning of the year. I think I even said it in my primer because it's like by the time Calgary plays Ottawa, Ottawa will be playing well. And what do you know? Ottawa's on its first 2-game winning streak of the season, just in time for play Calgary. So it'll be some good battles. The kids are starting to heat up there. I should go to TSN here. LA got another one just before the period ended. It looks like. Let's update the shots from the website here. So we won't have like a running total because it's a pain that I have to leave and go somewhere just to find the shots, but we will update them periodically. Alright, so it looks like it's shot out of the Minnesota zone, but Colorado's going to bring it right back in. McKinnon grinding it down. Now it's up against the wall. 13:54. It's really up against the wall. They might actually have to. Oh, it's finally comes loose. McKinnon's got it now. McKinnon backhands it. It's going to go around behind the net. Landeskog now. To the point they cannot hold it, so they'll have to back off. Fans on the pass, but it will still collect. Minnesota is all over him. Oh, big hit. Nice. So Minnesota will take over the puck after that. Nice big hit. Now Colorado's going to break out again. Well, intercepted by Minnesota. It's settled down now. It's back to a pretty even speed, it seems. But Colorado is in the zone. Back to the point. Now they're going to send it around low where it gets intercepted by Minnesota. Minnesota, eh? No, I don't want to do that. Though the A thing, they inherit that stereotype, I think, from Canada anyway. Because they're so close. I think the Minnesotas share a lot of Canadian stereotypes because of their proximity to us. I'd love to see more of America. I haven't been to much of it. Alright. Minnesota's got it in its own zone. Combs, oh, he comes in, takes a shot, gets his own rebound, sends it out front. Nope. Graves, sorry, I said Combs. I don't know. I know they've had some setbacks. Of course, they had the COVID, but other teams have. They had the injury to McKinnon, but there is no real reason, except for I think you're absolutely right that they when they get behind they do seem to slack off a bit, because a lot of their wins are like big wins, and when they're rolling like 7-1s and stuff like that. But they do seem to struggle coming from behind. I think before I turned the sound off that they've said that they have not done that many times. I think they may have said it was only once or twice this season they'd actually been able to come from behind in the third period. Oh, McKinnon with a man. I know I said that about Pettersson too. Quick release and hard shot. Man, McKinnon's even better because he's been doing it longer. I read some pretty crazy projection websites, and there was one site saying something about Pittsburgh trading Crosby to Colorado. And I don't know if it happened that way or if it happened the other way, that Colorado traded McKinnon to Pittsburgh, but holy crap, could you imagine those two guys together? The Cole Harbor boys. But I think that was pre-Burke. I think the fact that Penguins picked up Burke, they're going for it. They want to make another run with this crew, I think, which is good news for you. Well, good news, bad news. Good news probably for the short term, unless it doesn't work. But let's hope they don't sell too much to try and make a run. Do you think some teams are being affected by the fact that they don't play teams that they would normally find more success against? I wonder if that's a thing. Like, I wonder if a lot of teams are missing rolling through Florida. We'll say, not this year, but we'll say on normal year, Florida or Ottawa, or for teams that are not in the North, or I'm trying to think of bad teams, right? Do you think that some divisions are missing out on having those? I think it's an advantage. Like, I think with Minnesota having a couple good chances, with the teams that are playing playoff-like atmosphere games all regular season, I think that's going to be an advantage to them in the playoffs. I think if Tampa gets too far ahead again, and they're not playing meaningful hockey down the stretch, it could hurt them like they 2 years ago, where they won the President's Trophy by a country mile, and then were swept in the first round. So I do think it is more important to play hard games, but for points in the regular season, like I think the West is actually pretty good. I mean, if Anaheim is the worst team, it's a pretty good division, you would say. Let's look at the overall. I haven't looked at the overall standings in a while. It's because it doesn't really matter, actually. Though I might have to do a power rankings of the whole league at certain points. It's hard to do them all as one because they don't play each other. And it's very hard to be like, oh, well, LA is clearly better than Vancouver because they have more points, but in less games. But like, that's basically the only reason you'd have to base it on. I think LA's doing better than Vancouver because they're winning more recently. See, that's how I would kind of do it. Whereas Vancouver's on another 3-game losing streak. Toronto, Florida, I can't believe it. Edmonton, Tampa, Carolina, Boston, Chicago, Vegas, Winnipeg. Like that's pretty crazy that there's 4 Canadian teams in the top. Especially when Calgary's not too far out. It's Ottawa and Vancouver. Ottawa gave out so many points. As I said, man, it's going to hurt us though. It's going to hurt us if we can't get points against Ottawa when everyone else did. Yeah. I couldn't believe it either. No problem. No problem. Oh, Minnesota coming in. Oh, quick chance, but it's quickly picked off, and Colorado's going to come back. They're stopped at the line, but they do hold it in. Now Minnesota clears. Oh, quick shot. Colorado's no, got chipped up and out into the netting and then back onto the ice, but it will bring a face-off up to the left of Khudobin. No, I didn't think that either. I'm like, Crosby would have to ask to leave, and I don't see that happening. Him and Mario could have left too. Mario didn't leave, and I mean he became owner and came back and played. Obviously, that makes it a slightly different situation, but I don't know that Colorado is so far not a contender that he would want to go somewhere else. I'd like to see a tie here. I like to see ties and overtimes in anywhere besides the North. Absolutely. Plus we get a little more action there. Oh, oh, they pressing. We got 8:22 left here. Shot from the point tipped. Oh wow, yeah. This line again here. Oh, McKinnon. He was looking for a penalty there, but he's not going to get one. Minnesota's now going to bring it in. Waits for some help. Sends it to the center and they score. Oh, well, that makes it a little bit tougher for Colorado to make the comeback. Unfortunately, Grubauer is just a yeah, it is Grubauer. Their names are so dissimilar, these goalies. He he's not made the saves when he needs to make the saves, and I don't think he had a lot of chance on that. Hartman kicked it to his foot into the backhand, and it was very quick. And I don't really blame him for it, but it seems that those saves need to be made. The first line's definitely is the McKinnon, Landeskog, and Rantanen line for Colorado. For the Pens, I think it's that Duba, or the Pens, for the Minnesota Wild. I'll have to look their lines up again. That team, I don't know why. They're so close to us, but I never followed them in years past, so I'm like trying to learn their players on the fly, and their names are not sticking. Whereas Colorado, I've watched them. Unfortunately, put my team out of the playoffs the last yeah, it was 2 years ago, and yeah, I still remember all their names. Yeah, I think it's Fiala, Dumba. Oh my, sorry, I was looking at that. And Colorado or Minnesota scored again, so it's really not looking good for Carolina or Colorado to make this comeback. He did the old fake throw the foot up in the air, made Gruby spread the legs and stuffed her 5-hole. It's 5-2 now, and this is really not looking good for Colorado. I wouldn't put it past the Avs, but that's now 3 with 6 minutes and 44 seconds left. So we're gonna have to see them move. I think for a while there it was looking like McDavid may leave Edmonton. He's always said he wouldn't, but I mean you could see the look on his face. But now that they're finally looks like got things going and things are clicking, it's been 2 successful seasons in a row now. I think he will probably be in a similar boat as Crosby. You will probably see Malkin moved or something. I could see Malkin going to your arch enemy Washington Capitals just because he's a lot of friends there. Yep, no doubt. 100%. And look at Minnesota's coming again here. Colorado needs to have the hunger, not. They don't seem to have it. Yeah, it's if you can score first on Colorado, it seems, man, maybe even 2. That's your best shot. So in other words, Calgary will never beat Colorado because we don't show up for the first period. We showed up for the first period in the first game against Toronto for sure. Colorado's pressing. Oh, very close, very close. 5 minutes to go though. I still want to come back. Man, that would make some amazing hockey to watch, but I don't see it happening. I'd love to see this thing go to overtime. The cameraman can't find the puck. There, he's finally got it. Minnesota's breaking out. 4:44 remaining. Minnesota's got it. Yep. You'd like everyone to stay, obviously, but because of the success they had, they are getting paid, and it makes it tough. Burke's gonna have to do something big. I don't think it's. I would like to see them bring back Fleury, but that was way more realistic at the end of last year. The way he's playing this year in Vegas, and actually seems to be stealing the net. it might be harder to get him away. I think a lot of other teams are going to be worried also about the expansion draft, so they will. You might see some crazy things happen. That's for sure. Yeah. Though sometimes those Russians play till late. His play has declined, but it's still. He still has value. But you're absolutely right. It's diminishing all the time. He's going to be close to getting one of those entry-level tryouts after his seasons are done, and he'll probably like retire after his contract's over or something, and then all of a sudden to have a trial with another team like Perry and yeah, checks. I assume you're obviously talking about Yager, the super Iron Man. Yeah, exactly. Has he got the 60 or is he's 50 something? He's 50. He's old, and like he still plays better than I ever did. So. 49, sorry. I aged way more than he was. I knew I was getting close to a major milestone. 49. I sure miss my beer league. That's the hockey I still play. And we were doing good. We lost the first 3 games of the season, but then we were on a nice 7-game win streak. And then COVID shut us down again. We got shut down last season too. Try again this season and done again. Alright, we're back from commercial. Our cases are starting to drop, so hopefully they start to allow us to return to normal. But we just got out of the lockdowns that allow restaurants and stuff to open, so I think we could be still a little ways. Colorado wins a face-off and a couple good chances, but that'll bring up another face-off. I liked Yager with the Flames even. No, it was pretty cool. I've always liked him. As I said, I used to be a bit of a cocky dick when I was in high school, so and getting older. So when most people absolutely hated him for doing the salute, I was actually like gained like for him from that. I was like, oh yeah, do the salute every time. Again, probably because you guys are in the East. I never played you, and my buddy was a Penguins fan, so that didn't help. But I like that kind of player who can be cocky and back it up. And he backs it up, so. Nice toe drag shot. Oh my god! They missed an open net. Their net is empty now too, but Colorado just had a fine chance. Messed it up. Well, McKinnon's going to play it in. Nice shot down low again. They try and swing it out front, but they give it away. Minnesota's going to take that long shot in. It is now 6-2. And if there was any doubt, it is all over now. 2 minutes 28 seconds. Yeah, toe drag. And is that Kadri? Kadri had the wide open net. Yeah, it is Kadri. He had the wide open net and he missed. And then they went the other way. Landeskog gave it away. And it went all the way down right into the center of the net. Let's check out tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be able to do any tomorrow ones because Oh man, Calgary's at 5 or so early tomorrow. I might try and do that, but my kids and everything will still be up, so it might be craziness. But it would be nice to do that Calgary Ottawa one. And then I will have to probably duck out early because I have something at 8. But of course, I will be back Saturday. Fridays I usually work, unfortunately. No, not unfortunately that I work, but unfortunate that I can't stream. So let's see what we have Saturday. So it'll probably, we could do the Winnipeg Montreal one is late game. Or maybe I'll do might do the Calgary Ottawa, that one too, and do it early in the day. Get it out of the way, but we'll see. I will announce it. There's got to be a way to do that. It sucks that you have to have 1,000 subscribers to do like polls and stuff and send out messages. Oh, Arizona's fighting back. It's 3-2. Got 5 minutes and 19 seconds left in that one. It's just 2 minutes and 14 seconds left of crying for the Colorado Avalanches. Sad. But I think you're absolutely right. Once they're down, a little giveaway, but Minnesota takes it right back. PointsBet updates. Whoever's doing that fake thing, like the Bud Light seltzer, they should get it to stop moving around. The tracking's messed up, guys. Fix it. My poor computer can do that. Cool. Then we'll try and do that one. Oh, wraparound by Colorado. They almost got one with 1 minute 8 seconds left. Give it to them at this point. They're still like pressing. They haven't like totally given up, but it's all over now. 50 seconds. Well, it was definitely good to watch a different game. See some different people up there. Minnesota's definitely looking good. Colorado showed some flashes of speed, but just seemed when needed, Minnesota was able to convert, and Colorado was not. And as I said, Gruby just didn't seem to come up with big saves when needed. That's going to go for icing, but the goalie will touch it, so it's not, because who wants a whistle with 10 seconds left in the game? Maybe. It does, they do seem to not have a lot of emotion. Even right now, like, you'd like to see emotion, even if it's just like smashing sticks or something. They're just high-fiving each other as they go off. Does that normally happen? That seems weird. Yeah, Bellemare is high-fiving everyone, and Landeskog as they go off after a 6-2 loss. Yeah, I'd like to see more anger and more stick smashing. Alright, well, we'll see what we can do for tomorrow. As I said, I might be try to do that Calgary Ottawa at 5, but I might be a little busy with the kids as well. But then I'll definitely try and do that Saturday. No, I didn't expect that either. I thought it was going to be an even fight, but I also thought the Flames and Maple Leafs would have scored more than waiting to like 3 minutes and 27 seconds left in the game to get the first game. And then I was actually surprised Toronto got it back, but the way they scored is the only way you were going to get past Riddick tonight, and that was like a mad scramble in the crease. Alright, man, well, you have a good one, and we will see you either tomorrow or Saturday.